Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Real Estate Machine Show and the Modern Success Formula. I am your host, Chris Matan. As always, I appreciate you joining me for these few minutes on a Monday or whenever time you happen to be playing this back for yourself. But it is, we're going to talk about teams today, and it's kind of fitting because we just wrapped up the World Cup final. And, I'm a soccer guy. I've played my entire life and love the sport. And whenever the World Cup comes around every 4 years, to those of you who may not know, it's just the best soccer you can watch. It's the best sport that you can watch. It's just the elite of the elite playing, representing their country. It's laser focused. It's not like the Olympics where you've got a million different events and sports and stuff. It's one sport. It's one national team against each other, and it's just such a great time. And I love watching as many games as possible. And you can watch some of these obscure countries that maybe nobody really cares about, but the soccer is still so good. So, it reminds me as I'm watching these games, and the teams, right? We're talking about teams here. And you got to imagine that when you play for your national team, you aren't necessarily playing with the same other players as you are on a regular basis, because all these guys, these are the elite of elite, and they all play for club teams around the world in different countries. So a guy that plays for the national team Argentina doesn't necessarily play in Argentina with all other Argentinian guys. He might play in Spain, or he may play in Germany or France or something, or Italy. And when you come together and you bring these elite players from different clubs to come in and represent one flag, you're probably dealing with a lot of ego and just sometimes even unfamiliarity with each other. And that's what's so important about having a coach and a good manager who manages those personalities and manages that team, and puts the right players in the right position at the right time to win the game. And it's really not unlike business. The machine shop floor with a bunch of machinists and a foreman and a setup man and all this stuff, the operators and the guys that sweep the floor. You got to put all those people in their right spot and get them working together for the greater good of the company to be productive and move forward. In the real estate business, some of us have teams, and there might be a team. It might be a team of two, it might be a team of 20 or 200, or you got your own brokerage, and that's a team, right? And you got to put everybody in the right position to achieve, and give them all the right tools to succeed, and keep them on the right seat in the right bus. So, hats off to all the managers out there, because it probably is the most underappreciated job in the world, because you're the guy or girl, lady, that's got to come in first. You're going to leave last. You got to set the example. You got to lead by example. You got to know the job. You got to wear a lot of hats. And you got to deal with all these personalities and all these egos, or lack thereof, which is a problem sometimes too. You've got ego over here and you got insecurity over here, and somehow you got to bridge that gap. And it's not easy. I don't care what business you're in. But if you find a way to create that team that works together and blends itself and meshes well, man, you could do anything. You really can do anything, as you can see in the World Cup. Some of these teams, there were a lot of surprises along the way too, and that just goes to show you that the right players were at the right moment working together under the management of the manager, under the leadership of the manager, and they kept moving forward. So it's just a great. Again, I'm just so thrilled. I just love the World Cup. Every 4 years it comes around and I watch it. I put time into it, and enjoy it. And this year I looked at it from a little different standpoint. I looked at it from a team view, and obviously I was able to maybe put it into a topic for the show. So thank you again. If any of this makes sense to you guys, hit that subscribe button. I'd love the support, and you can always hit the notifications as well to make sure you know when the new videos drop. Have a great day, everybody.